Just how bad is Indy 5 going to flop? Will this finally lead to Kathleen Kennedy's exit from Disney? All this and more on today's episode of... Picture this. Disney, in their infinite wisdom, decides to shell out a cool $4 billion to acquire Lucasfilm back in 2012. Why? Well, to get all of Lucasfilm's amazing properties. Star Wars, we all know how well that is going. Willow, so great they decided to take it off Disney Plus to get a tax credit and save on residuals. And finally, they wanted to get Harrison Ford to don the fedora as Indiana Jones, of course. Because nothing screams originality like resurrecting a franchise that's been around since the 80s. Let's do a deep fake remake of Bonanza while we are at it. And after what feels like an eternity, or a prolonged dental procedure, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is finally ready to grace our screens this summer. But will it be a swan song for our beloved archaeologist? Early box office predictions are shaking their heads like a disappointed dog parent. Speaking of being disappointed, I got like 110 subscribers. Smash the like and please subscribe. I subscribe to your mom's OnlyFans page. The least you could do is return the favor. The number crunchers at Box Office Pro are estimating that the fifth Indiana Jones movie will rake in somewhere between $68 million and $102 million on its opening weekend. But let's be real. Most of the bets are on it landing in the $60 million to $70 million range. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not too shabby. But remember, we're living in a post-pandemic world where box office predictions are about as reliable as a politician's promise. Now let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? That much maligned movie that somehow managed to pull in $100.1 million on its opening weekend and a whopping $790 million worldwide? Yeah, Disney is hoping for a repeat of that. Good luck with that, Mickey. You're gonna need it. But wait, there's more. This Indiana Jones movie has more hurdles to jump than an Olympic track event, for starters. Steven Spielberg isn't in the director's chair this time around. That's like having a Thanksgiving dinner without the turkey. And the reviews? Well, they've been as mixed as a bag of trail mix. Sure, Slash Films' Lex Briscuso called it blazingly fun, but we all know that one person's fun is another person's root canal. And then there's the elephant in the room. The budget. This movie has a budget that makes the national debt look like pocket change. We're talking a mind-boggling $300 million, and that's before marketing. So, after all is said and done, Disney is probably looking at a $400 million hole they need to climb out of, and with theaters keeping about half of all ticket sales, this movie needs to make at least $800 million just to break even. I'm no mathematician genius, but those numbers aren't adding up, so let's say the movie does make around $70 million domestically on its opening weekend. That's about 30% less than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. If we apply that same decline to the movie's total run, we're looking at a worldwide total of just over $550 million. Now, if this movie had a budget like its predecessor, we might be popping the champagne. But with the way movie budgets are spiraling out of control, even a big hit like this is struggling to turn a profit. Basically, my husky, neck-bearded friends, it is not looking good. The only win that could come of this whole shit show is that the film performs so badly that they finally give Kathleen Kennedy the boot, and thus perhaps save our beloved Star Wars franchise, Indiana Jones sacrificing himself for the greater good, a hero till the end. Way better than getting stabbed by your estranged son, who is struggling with the dark side. But I digress, so Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is set to hit theaters on June 30th, 2023. Will it be a box office hit or a financial flop? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Hollywood is going to have to reckon with these astronomical budgets sooner rather than later. And Indiana Jones, well, he might just be the canary in the coal mine. Or more accurately, the archaeologist in the booby-trapped temple.